Marc Staal potentially back in the lineup for the Flyers. Rasmus Ristolainen maybe close. Morgan Frost probably still in the press box. This is Charlie O'Connor here with PHLY Sports from the Skate Zone and Vorties for your daily Flyers practice update. I wouldn't say it was a super eventful day of practice, but definitely a few tidbits of news that are worth talking through. Let's say the big story of the day. So going into the Marc Staal situation. So Marc Staal obviously coming back from a rib injury. He was apparently cleared for a return late last week, but he still sat on Saturday and Sunday as a healthy scratch. However, he was officially pulled off of injured reserve today as Felix Sandstrom was sent down after he cleared waivers. And today, he appeared to be skating in what looks like a third pair role. He was skating alongside Igor Zamula, while Louis Belpedio, who's become a lineup staple, was skating with Rasmus Ristolainen. We'll run him in a second. But the implication seems to be that Marc Staal could be back in the lineup alongside rookie Zamula for Wednesday's game against the Islanders on Long Island. John Tortorella was asked about it after practice, and Torts essentially deferred. He said, basically, you have to wait and see tomorrow. My guess is that Staal comes back in, Belpedio comes out, and the top two pairings of Cam York, Travis Sanheim, and Nick Seeler, Sean Walker will stay together, but we'll have to wait and see. As for Ristolainen did have a normal jersey on at practice today, implying that he's no longer wearing the non-contact, implying that he's getting closer. Now, he is still in long-term injury reserve. He's not back yet. And the fact that he skated with Louis Belpedio, presumably on the fourth pair, implies he's not quite ready. But it looks like he's getting closer, so keep an eye out for a Ristolainen return maybe sometime in the next week. Then we get to the forwards. So while there were some changes on the D4 with regards to Belpedio potentially out, Staal in, forwards exactly the same compared to where they were on Sunday. That would hint that Morgan Frost will again sit, keeping Bobby Brink in the lineup, keeping Ryan Pate in the lineup, and keeping all the line combinations the same. Now, look, we've gone over the Frost situation as much as any player situation so far this season, on PHLY, on our podcast, in my articles. So we don't need to rehash this. My general opinion is I would like to see Morgan Frost be getting in games. I don't see the point of scratching him repeatedly and not giving him a chance to prove that last year's second half, final two-thirds, whatever you want to call it, was for real. However, John Tortorella doesn't see it that way, and he made it pretty clear today that he's very happy with what he's seen from Ryan Poehling, who basically at the moment has Morgan Frost's spot as the third-line center in a scoring role. Poehling had 3 points on Sunday. Now, granted, one of those was on a 2-on-0. Not exactly easy to mess that up. And the other was a primary assist off of a shot all the way from behind the net from Cam York into an empty net. So 3 points, wasn't a dominant 3-point performance, but he's impressing Tortorella. So Poehling looks like he's about to stay in the lineup, stay in that third line center role. Noah Cates stays on the fourth line. Bobby Brink obviously scored on the power play on Sunday, so he's not coming out. So most likely Morgan Frost will sit for a second straight game. We'll see how long that goes, but Morgan Frost continues to be the odd man out. It appears here at Flyers practice facility. Again, thanks so much for listening. We will have our show today. Me, Bill Matz, and Kelly Hinkle talking about the Flyers in anticipation of the game on the island on Wednesday, and then obviously the 2 games coming up this weekend. We'll have more on our watch party at New Wave Cafe on Saturday. Definitely join us for that if you're in the Philadelphia area. We'd love to have you. Me and Bill will be there. We'll be hanging out, having some drinks, having some fun, talking some hockey. So feel free to join us there. And that about does it for me. But again, tune in on PHLY for our daily podcast, which should be coming in the next couple hours. Thanks, everybody.